What's up, Star Destroys? Man. Hello, Buzz Lightyear. Hey, man. Dread was cool. I'm not gonna be that guy. I had a good time playing it. It was fun. It was good. I'm not really I'm a Metroidvania guy, but I'm not a Metroid guy like that. The first Metroid game I played was Other M. No Kizzy. That was the first one I played, so. But I had a good day, man. It was fun. It took me about 6 hours, a little under 7 to beat it. Fastest I beat it in the first run. But I'm a pro now. That's why I'm nice. Y'all should have seen me. Y'all kind of nice. I'm kind of nice. Oh shit. Yeah, it's the trick. I lure you in with the calming, soothing jazz, and then I just yell at you for like an hour. Then you just get Apiary, the concrete jungle. This is a fragrance of dark coffee, the jazz version. This is Godolstein from Ace Attorney, and I have like the rainy mood and the fireplace thing with it. So, am I the Baltimore guy again? I never stopped being the Baltimore guy. Okay. Yeah, I mean. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna chase up bags, stacking that Gouda. I don't need no reason. Dark coffee, Queen's Moon. Nah, that's black coffee. Oh shit. I like Queen. You funny. You make me laugh. He got a big ass, and he make it clap. Huh? I was hacked. I didn't say any of those things. I don't know what just happened. Your account got locked? I actually made a second one. Watch this one. Hold on. Look at this one. Yeah, I want to like this one. I'm drinking out of my amaze, bro. Pop off on me on occasion, bro. Tell me what you doing to me, oh, tell me what you doing to me, oh, tell me what you doing to me. You know that my love don't Joski, crazy diamond. That's clean, right? Yeah, I mean? Oh shit. I'm out here, man. I'm trying to be better. But alright. I wasn't sure if Vince was gonna hop in, but alright, so I'll just keep Discord open. You'll text me. Talk about this in the power balance. I'm using this window. What it do? What's popping? What's going on? What's happening? I don't even know if this is the layout I want to use. I'm just playing with shit. Just bear with me. It might look different every time, but you know, I'm trying some shit. You see my son, Hey, Shao Hey, you know what I'm saying? My elephant in the corner. Gift life. Yeah, so, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, go in. You got it. Text me if you need me. Hey, man, you can hop in whatever. I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. But yeah, in the same vein that I did that One Piece one, I thought it'd be a good opportunity to talk about shit. Come on, dog. Give me a second, though. To talk about this stuff right here. You know what I'm saying? What did I do last time? I did something. I refreshed. Refresh that. Hey, bring that to me. Refresh that. Refresh. I want the chat. I don't see the chat. Unless I'm an idiot. Oh yeah, the chat still. This is too low. right? Right? I think. will I ever will I ever learn what I'm doing? Find out next week. I might learn. Oh well. It's supposed to be at the top, right? Anywho, okay, so I want to talk about Tower of God. How we're feeling about it, our current thoughts, in conjunction with maybe the first season and how things went, and how we think it's gonna go moving forward. Because it's not looking too good, and it's not looking too good for me. I do know a slight spoiler from something Fast Pass related, and though I don't have the full scope and context of it, I'm sick. I'm sick to my stomach. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted right now. Like I'm sick. So, like, I can't keep doing this. I'm at my wits' end. Could be the end for me, man. it might, that might be Kubera time full time. But before I'm not gonna overdo it. We'll see how it plays out first. I didn't see it, so I don't know, but I wasn't impressed by what I've heard. And truth be told, I haven't been a fan of the series like that since I know the third. It's really the third season where I started having these problems, but Tower of Trash. I don't know. Oh, there. The chat popped up. There you go. I did it. I fixed it. Yeah. See, it's. I don't want to go as far as to say that it's trash, but here's what I would say. I think I have a way to frame this because the anime made me feel similar. Tower of God doesn't feel special anymore. It feels like a very run of the mill webtoon. Like a webtoon that I could pick up and find anywhere that just kind of copies and pastes a lot of the Shonen Jump formula. I'm not impressed, and I don't think Tower of God was that for a long time. My biggest problem with the anime for Tower of God is it made Tower of God come across as this very average, run of the mill, generic, like almost shonen anime. And when I first read read Tower of God back in 2010, and I was going through that first season, there was nothing like it at the time. I don't know. Maybe there is and there's not, but I had never read anything that had that kind of like mysterious ambience where I'm kind of learning with the character, and like the tower was just this awesome place that I just wanted to know more about. And that was around the time where I was a lore merchant, a lore whore, I'll just say, and a world building merchant. I'm not anymore. I'm a character guy, but still, just phenomenal. And I think my problem with it now is that it doesn't feel any different from any other kind of battle webtoon manhwa. On top of, it comes across to me that he's all control of, lost all sense of the internal consistency of the story, the lore bits, the world building, the characters, the power scaling, the rules he established. It's just like, does that come across to anybody that he just be doing shit to do shit? Like there's no rhyme or reason. He just does some shit and you got to accept it. If I'm alone in that, let me know. Yo, what's up, Siamese? What's up, Abdel? That's how you failed us. Took away what made it special. Facts. We slandering TOG. Say no more. Is that Abdel? Yeah. Went from Tower of God to the Bam Show, and I think I could accept this a lot more if I got the sense that we were truly in the end game. As these stories tend to get more main character focus. Oh yeah, I have Nightbot. I forgot to tell y'all. I did it. Nightbot is live. I got some commands. Go ahead and I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Go crazy. Do what you gotta do. So yeah, I had set it up the last time, but I didn't actually authorize it to like go to my Twitch. I just set it up and like basically just closed the fucking. I'm so stupid, but anyways, the Fable Nightbot. Yeah. So doing my thing. So that all being said, Yeah, it doesn't feel special anymore, and doesn't the story doesn't make sense to me anymore. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like it doesn't make sense. Like Vince has his current gimmick of if you have something and you feel strongly about it, explain it to me. But I don't even think the story makes sense anymore. If what I heard is true, that is it's like it took a situation that was bad, and there was three scenarios. There was like a middle ground, the best case scenario of a bad situation, and the worst case scenario of the situation. That's how you found the fourth one that didn't exist. That's like the worst possible timeline on some Kubera shit. Like I don't know if it's real yet, so we'll see. Calm down. Let me calm down. I used to love. You know what I'm saying? I fucking love Tower of God. I love this series. It's my favorite webtoon. I'm on who I've been reading this shit for like a decade plus. I love this shit. I used to be at parties and a chapter will come out and I'm reading in the corner and I'm like, yo, why are you talking to me? I'm reading Tower of God. You don't know it's 9 o'clock? Or still back then it was midnight. At midnight, I'm reading Tower of God. Me and Alan were at a barbecue in the corner geeking during the hidden floor. Like, oh my god, blah, blah. It's like a bit before I started to stream Tower of God. Like, it's not a joke when I told people like this is like amongst one of my favorite things that transcends all media. And I don't feel I'm that I don't know if I can say that I don't feel that way right now because I still like the majority of Tower of God. It's really season 3 or the last station that's gonna have problems. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It hurts. It hurts. I'm in pain. Not gonna lie to you. I'm in pain. I'm in pain. Hey, them commands. I've been good. About to head out. All right, man. I think it's way too soon for Battle to showcase a level of power without ample focus on the supporting cast. Glad you're doing it. It's an unnatural flow to the stuff that is happening. I definitely agree. I have said a bunch of times. I feel like he doesn't know how to get from point A to point B. The progression of season 3 has felt like he just had been going with the flow and based on whatever he brainstormed. SC got replaced with Cali and guys said chaos out. What's up, Trent? My guy, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Reading the chat for the parties? That's dedication. TOD used to hit like that too. Oh yeah. Floor of Death? Oh yeah, we're going crazy Floor of Death on a week-to-week basis. Urek came, we're like, yo, are you guys crazy? Yo, you understand? The Ghost of 31 series, Yuri was dual wielding 13 months series, we couldn't believe it. And then when Garam gave that lore dump about Arlene, we were snapping, we were theorizing, we were going nuts. It was like, what a time. And it was crazy too because Urek used to get roasted. Bro. Oh man. So just unfortunate. And then Gustang came in that arc too. We got to see two irregulars speak with one another. Like it was so crazy, Kizzy. So it's unfortunate to see where we've come. I guess I'm gonna ask this question. I'll ask in a second. Hopefully I don't forget. But I'm not a power scaling merchant like I used to be. Trust me, if you met 2012, Nia Hemmings, I was debating fucking Dragon Ball Z fans every day about Superman versus Goku and all kinds of things. Like I was a meathead, so I'm not gonna act like I didn't have the phase. And I was like a Seth the Program type meathead. I'll take a panel and see. In this panel, you see the average oak tree is. I was that guy, which means the speed at which he's moving. I'm like, bro, I used to calculate. I was talking about physics and shit I didn't understand to fucking power scale. I was a demon. I was that guy. I won't lie to you. And I grew out of it one day. I grew out of it. That wasn't it. So this is coming from a guy who doesn't actually put too much scrutiny and absolute laser focus on power scaling, but it does not make any sense. Power scaling is out the window, and it's bothering me. It's so fucking jarring. Like I don't understand anything that happens. I have to analyze it after the fact in hindsight. Rack had me a while to feel that. Good man. Hope you're chilling. I'm good, man. I'm right, bro. I had a good day. Just what did I do today? I caught up to Doom Patrol. I beat Metroid Dread. I've watched the Injustice animated movie. That was really weird, but whatever. The last fight was kind of cool. But yeah, I had a good day. Napalm Station Hidden Floor was one of the greatest stretches of series, man. For sure. That was a peak weekly experience. I remember listening to those streams when Bam was flying Jihad. You guys had so much love. It was we were geeking, man. Do you guys remember when the 3 orders came? We just like. Didn't I pause on screen and I just like sink back into my chair? But don't watch that video. My camera was so fucking garbage. Dollar show the floor that stretch. What happened, man? I feel that. I feel that. Man, Ultra Instinct Lean. You know what I'm saying? The Chicken Love Club Red Witch podcast days were truly something special. Gus Tank's gimmick killed me every time. This Kamehameha went 200 miles per hour. And that's exactly what I was doing. You see, the Flash can move at .1. I was going crazy with that shit. Gus Tank coming was a go-to gimmick. Uber Chan was also a good one. We had so many. I had the water jelly. And I had shit. What else did we have? We had a couple, man. We had a couple good gimmicks, man. It was just Gus Tank coming. And when Gus Tank actually came through, we're like, damn, peak, man, peak. We're having so much fun. What happened? But yeah, the power scaling is just absolutely in the mud, and it's very hard to take this series seriously when just nonsense be happening. I'm like, what is this? And then I don't think any of these characters earn some of their victories. We'll see what happens with Yama and Doom versus Yatrats around 2, but I'm still not okay with him fucking putting a tooth in his chest and he's stronger, bro. Or not fearful anymore. That was mid. TOG nowadays is going away from some things that really made it stand out to me. That's a fact. Like, Tower of God had so many great characters, but nowadays it's like only Bam matters and everyone's a second fiddle. Also, might just be me, but the world building and lore isn't as great as it used to be. Oh yeah, you know how I talk about fake world building and fake lore? Tower of God has a lot of that, especially nowadays, 100%. Essence of Mid was some fun. That nigga was not brave. Yo, he was just a murderer. Nigga said his body reached a pinnacle of martial arts. I think he said like his body was in perfect equilibrium, and nigga's shoulder was like this. I'm like, bro, why he look like that? He's not even even. Oh shoot. Bonjour mon coeur. He was a serial killer. He was the essence of murder. It for real was the essence of murder. Like, it was crazy. So I just, it was such a good time, though. It was such a good time. Oh. And then they hurt me. Everything I love betrays me. Danganronpa, Kingdom Hearts, I don't know. Say something else. Tower of God, they be hurting me. Why do they hurt me? I'm a simple guy. I'm an innocent man. I just be here, be chilling, just trying to enjoy my day, enjoy life. No, they wanna hurt me all the time. So tired of them. Essence of Murder, that was the best. So then somebody had a theory that V was in the crystal. We're like, essence of V, essence of what? Essence of what? Essence of Murder, essence of Apiary, essence of Mid, essence of Bam, essence of V, essence of Meathead. We had so many names for the essence of Bravery. And it turns out that you have to watch Haku the Tube's video on this. It's a really good video. Check out Haku the Tube. He's the first Tower God YouTuber I've seen on YouTube. But he did a video, and it's actually supposed to be called the Essence of Nothingness, not Bravery. Which actually, I can't remember what he said verbatim, but he had a cool link with Calivan's character tying back into the essence of Bravery being essence of nothingness, and there's a really good video. Go peep that. So, Red Beard, Korean Riddler, Scantron merchant for Levi. Look at this. Think it's like he's a Scantron merchant. You're going to ask you multiple choice questions type B. You know what I'm saying? So, he said lots of lies to be told. Oh man, it's just unfortunate. Truly, it is. Then yeah. But shit, what was I gonna say now? So yeah, so how do you guys currently feel about the predicament that we're in Tower Guard? Are you high on it, low on it, in the middle? You don't care, you're losing interest? Like, what are you guys thinking? And in your opinion, is Tower of God still redeemable, still savable? Like, it could, if he does the right things for a consistent amount of time and hits his stride again, we can be back on the path. How do you guys feel about that? Because I actually do believe that it's not irredeemable. I do think the series can still work and be saved. I just don't think it's going to happen. I don't believe it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to. I think we're in the mud, man. We're in the mud, for real. KB used to cap so hard for him. Yo. Where is KB, bro? Oh my goodness, God! What an era! What a time! What a saga! Bring it back! Yeah. When Evankiel pulled up, she would definitely highlight. That's the truth. Honestly, my interest is getting lost with TOG. See, that's the thing with me. I can't fully say that. Like, I think because I've been here so long and I want it to be so good, I'm fighting. I'm trying to rationalize. I'm trying to be here, but like, I'm very good. I'm like one of the pros of spending a lot of time by yourself alone and constantly doing like self improvement and introspection is you just understand yourself. I know when I'm basically putting my cape on for a series and trying to rationalize. I'm trying to rationalize for Tower of God a lot of the times. Dustin with Bam vs. Yuri, yo, he was right, man. He was right. I think the Koreans got SIU whipped. That's a sentiment and an opinion that I'm hearing a lot, and I guess, and maybe you guys have more insight to that than I do. I have to see an official statement. If he complains himself, I believe him, but I have to see some kind of statement about that. But I've heard the way Naver works has changed over the decade. On top of the fact that they told him to tone it down, and maybe they want it to become more of a power fantasy for its popularity because it doesn't. I don't know. Excuse me. My bad. I don't know if the popularity of the series dropped at all. Honestly, I haven't really checked into that too much, like how popular it is, how people are feeling about it. Is it getting more money, less money? Did the anime boost it? I have no idea how popular it is in the grand scheme of things. So, and especially in Korea right now. So if I had that insight, maybe I'll look into it. Let me write that down. I'll look into it. I'm probably the only one left that feels this way, but I personally feel SIU is depending too much on fights. Interesting. Even if it's a war, I feel like the only one scheming based on what we've seen being Machete is kind of disappointing. It should be more going on each chapter for me to fully digest everything satisfyingly. It is a war right now, so I'm not gonna like harp in too much on the combat stuff. But the combat has gotten particular very simple and not as like good as it used to be. But I hear what you're saying. I don't disagree with that. Slow down, I disagree with that. I really don't. And there was just so much more to care about, and I think I would personally say this. I don't know if you guys agree with me. The people who tend to still really enjoy Tower of God are people on average. I think there's a couple exceptions who really just enjoy Bam. It's like Bam. They don't care. Like Bam, just pull an arrow out, teleport some shit. He pull out the. No, hold on. He pull out the cutlery. Okay, he pull out the cutlery. He pull out the shield. He just doing shit. He's winning. He's an irregular. Cause I can't lie to you. Sometimes I read those comments, whether it's on a, cause I read multiple translations, right? So whether it's on a website or online webtoon, and I'm just disappointed by the comments. They'll take anything. They don't criticize a goddamn thing this nigga does. They'll take anything. Oh, say your prayers, White. Yeah, White. Like what? That's what you want? You want him gone? Like I honestly don't like the character, but like you think that's a good storytelling thing? Like really? They baffle me. They hurt my feelings. So I'm like, man, no signs of intelligence in in the webtoon comment section for this shit. None, zero. That's why I don't be reading them. I think going away from tests may have also played a part because it takes away creativity in the situation the characters find themselves in. I totally agree with that. My guy. How's it going, man? I agree with that. And it's funny because this cat tower seems to be like a way of him trying to re-implement the game to some degree. Would you guys agree with that? But it doesn't work the same when it's like, hey, we're a part of the king's army that does the king's bidding, and we're like we do everything he says. Oh, this very quote unquote dangerous group, but they're irregular, blah blah is here. What should we do? Let's play a fucking game instead of just eradicating them. Like that doesn't make sense to me. It's nonsensical. I know Yasaracha and Machete are mischievous and playful, but still, it like the context of that doesn't work for me in the same way. My favorite part of the tests, especially if it was like when Bam was facing somebody that maybe was as powerful, if not stronger than him, is that he can win through the rules of the game. Technically speaking, he never had to beat Data Jihad in straight up combat. All he had to do was destroy those 3 spheres. That gives him a fighting chance. The same way with when he's fighting Mew Love, it's a ranker. You're not beating a ranker as an E rank regular, right? But if you can play the game properly and strike it, I can't remember. Was he throwing something and you had to strike it out or catch it? To catch the connector, yeah, the room connected, untrustworthy room, right? You could still win the game through those means, and I think that was great because it always gave somebody who was punching up like their weight class a fighter's chance, puncher's chance to use unboxing terms. And now it doesn't seem that way. Like the person who tends to win is probably just stronger, you know? And I do gotta say this about the fighting. I actually think SIU's gotten a lot better with the combat as things go. I don't think from a choreography standpoint I can think of anything just better than Bam kind of bobbing and weaving through Elaine's needle inventory in the name one station. I think the way he was like ducking on the blue orange shit was really good. Like he was in his bag in that fight. There's a lot of other great ones. But right now I find that he uses way too much particle effects, filters and overlays, and it's just very blinding sometimes. Like I know White did a slash, but I actually can't really tell what's happening, and the sequence of events of what action are taking place are hard to discern. So I hope you can tone that down a little bit. It's cool, it's pretty, it's very like visually appealing, but I want to know what's happening specifically. CBL, yeah, CBL gang, certified BAM lovers, we out here. Nigga, I don't really care about anything that's happening. Like, I accepted that anything with BAM won't surprise me. As for TOG fixing, as to fix TOG, realistically, doesn't seem possible. Like, I've accepted that BAM won't ever be put on the sidelines for extended time. And the best way to fix TOG, in my opinion, is to start introducing multiple points of views that are in different parts of the tower, so we can get both more characters and see more of the tower. The moment I figured out White was trying to kill BAM, my interest went down 50%. I was interested. Honestly, Stardust Red, I was interested. But here's the caveat that I had. I never really thought that he was going to get the chance to properly pursue Bam. I thought people were going to start coming onto Bam's like floor or his map, and White would have been staved off way earlier. Like when Arya came, like I expected more. I expected more interference again. I didn't actually think he was gonna get the chance to really hunt him. And don't get it twisted. I don't do this. I always say this. I say this all the time. I don't do the thing where I go, I expect this or I want this to happen. Oh, what I expected or wanted to happen didn't go place. Trash. I don't do that. I don't care that I was wrong. But I thought because of the way that the spell of the souls worked in terms of the guy with the dark skin who was fighting the hybrider, with he wrecked the hybrider. You know how like Arya's a part of him and like he did get remade and shit. I thought him and White were gonna meet because maybe through the spells we were gonna get a better understanding of how it all works and maybe dive more into spell casting in general in Tower of God, because magic is not something that we know too much about. We just know Bam is pretty much the card frigging magic jammer from Yu-Gi-Oh! If y'all ever remember that, like just, trap, it didn't work. So yeah. The moment I actually thought White was going after Bam was more interesting, but now the hunt will become the hunted. Yeah, my interest went down because I knew White was gonna get clapped, so I just wanted everyone to get spotlight now. It is very interesting that I'm on this other side of the fence here, where like when Bam put with the Caliban, I expect Caliban to win. He's just standing there with one arm behind his back, blah blah blah, giving him a fighting chance. But it's like on paper, in my mind, knowing what I know, the knowledge, everything, I know it shouldn't happen. But it's Bam. It's like something that I try to get into people's head is that with a lot of series, right? Let's say like there's a main character and he's traveling with big dogs, big wigs, like I don't know, like I don't know. Just think about it like this, right? Like a main character is traveling with a lot of people who are extremely powerful. I find that the part that a lot of people dismiss is that Bam himself, it doesn't matter how strong on paper everyone is supposed to be. Your Yamas, your Whites, your Avankels, and what have you. Bam is a monster. He is always in contention. So when I'm counting the bigwigs, Bam is a part of that. It's not like, okay, Bam is safe because I'm like, Bam is safe because he's protected by all these people, but also he's a demon. So it's like he himself is a cheat code. So I never dismiss him, and I'm at the point where it's like I have I have doubted Bam for so long, and he's got like 4 rings. I'm not doubting him. He's getting a 5th ring. All right, I'm done. This is like me trying to doubt like Kobe or Braun or MJ. At some point, you don't doubt those type of niggas. It's MJ. He gonna give you the fucking fade away. Okay, easy, done, no kizzy. So yeah. New SAU fell off when he didn't give a knack, no ass or titty after the time skip. You said no time skip glow up. I'm trying to get my expectations low, so if SR disappoint me, I won't be as mad, even though it's disappointing. I do that with a lot of series that I really like that disappoint me. I try to knock my expectations down a peg in order to not feel that disappointment when they inevitably disappoint me. Do you think SU can salvage the plot because there's no way to save the power scaling and magic system? Hold on. Back in my day, they used to say he has so much potential, but they should have said he's powerful. Facts. He's strong as shit. Potential, latent talent. That nigga is top 100. Different POVs in the town would be great depending on how SU handled it. I love when the story was from Wagner's perspective. That threw me off when it happened, but it was very entertaining. And yeah, that would have been good. Okay, so do I think SU can salvage the plot? He can't. I do agree with you in the sense that I still think he has a scapegoat with the power scaling. At the end of the day, we have to accept that regular shit is over with. A rank, B rank, fuck that. It's all over with. It's rank and above now. He has the crutch of the blue hole, where he can just pull some asshole and it's like, this is Pillow Master from the fucking Fonseca family. He fell asleep a million years ago, but like in his, like, I don't know, he could be some super duper strong guy that you can just throw at the cast at any given opportunity. So maybe you can make them struggle from a combat perspective. But with Kun's ability, Aguero's ability, and Bam just being who he is, it's very hard to take that cut so seriously. Which is why, in my opinion, other characters' battles really meant a lot, because I was like, as far as I understand, they're not going to have any of these shenanigans. That's why I was very disappointed that Ryama just kind of got that arbitrary power up. It wasn't the most nonsensical thing that happened because it tied back into the history of the Lopobia and the Ratchet and Doom's father and stuff, and learning that Yama and Paul are only half Houndborn, they're hybrids, Inuyasha ass niggas, half breed, but that was not the way that I imagined it and envisioned it, and I'm disappointed. We'll see how it plays out, but still. I think he can save the story. After this arc, he could save the story. I don't think this arc doesn't even does this arc feel significant for anybody? Like, let's say we do save Hodge and Sung. Does that feel like a big win? Because FUG didn't seem to care about him like that. I don't know, man. Curry Gum, help me. Not gonna Wagner the only one that can say the story for real. Not gonna lie, I thought Wagner was bad. But when he was brainwashed on some Tokyo Ghoul shit until I thought Juvio Grace. You know some people when they saw Juvio Grace thought that was Yuri or didn't know it was Bam? Do better. Wagner and Elaine are my MCs. Yo, Elaine is definitely my MC. Not gonna lie, rankers are just fodder, only high rankers matter. But do high rankers even matter? I think they've kind of been. Yeah, and like Exalted said, he keeps adding these extra top 100, but actually the top 300 is different. The top 100 and the top 30, he keeps doing that. I need Rachel to do for the story what Ashes forgive Kubera. That was the next thing I was gonna say. In my opinion, Rachel's reintroduction to the story will be a big tell of whether or not we're going to love it going forward or hate it going forward, because Rachel throws a monkey wrench every time she comes into the story and just it's great. I don't love Rachel, but I love Rachel's use in the story. Like I'll kick that bitch off the tower. Fuck that bitch. But Rachel adds so much intrigue. I think she is in a lot of ways the most interesting character in Tower of God. And I'm not saying she's the best written character, but I could make the case. Make a very strong case for that. I feel like tension to saving Sung is gone. Yeah, if Rachel was the real enemy, I'll forgive SAU somewhat. I wonder if the real enemy is just the Lopobia family head that Mishani. Because remember, Avankel had. What would you change? I mean, we'll see. I hope that's the case though. What would you change if your SIU? How would you see it making sense and being there to leave? You can write for SIU. Just join. What I missed, we're just talking about like our current state of Tower of God, how we feel about it, more moving forward. Can it still be saved, be salvaged? Because Miles, I got a mild spoiler for something, but it was a spoiler that I asked someone to specifically tell me if it did happen, and I was very unimpressed, and I just had to stream this. So, you see, it's hard for me because I don't like to do that. Like, oh, this is how I would do it, because me and SIU are not the same type of writer, and I could say that I have published work. I could say that, but here's what I would have done with this arc, personally speaking. I wouldn't have gotten off the Caliban and Bam thing. I would have let that run a little bit longer with Karaka. But see, there's so see. I have to go back to the last station because the last station is where I really. Like, it's not to say that I thought Tower God was perfect up to the last station, but the last station is when I started to have real problems and I started to see fissures and cracks that I knew would linger going forward. I would have tempered the power scaling. That's the first thing I would do. I'd fix the power scaling. I would temper it more. I have a problem with Bam being the strongest and doing crazy shit, but like at the very least, make us, the readers, and people who like to see our characters go through trials and tribulations, blood, sweat, and tears, and earn wins and W's, actually struggle. Like struggle. Let them have a difficult fight. I think the fact that we never got to see Bam struggle in a really struggle in a fight with a regular was kind of a missed opportunity. But I don't know. I don't even know how to fix this at this point. All I know is that with the next arc, I would be super careful with how I structure it and how I control all the perspectives. I do agree that seeing a team Sweet and Sour Pork would be great to add. What are they doing? A different perspective. Where's Ran? Where's Anak? All of these characters had big agency in the story, a lot of backstory, a lot of things that connect to a lot of things that are important, like Anak being a demi-princess of Jihad. A princess of Jihad is not supposed to mate with anybody. We had a lot of those things, and it's just like it doesn't seem significant anymore. And I wouldn't be surprised if it never comes back up again. I would trim the fat. There's a lot of characters that I think have been introduced that don't need to be here. Throw them away. I'm sorry. Go Sang, Miss Sang. They're ignition weapons, so if you want to keep the left and right arm of the devil, Cassandra and stuff, sure. But I would honestly get rid of them niggas like Boro and stuff, like Boro, weapons, like all those guys need to be properly written out and keep the niggas like Ran, Anak, and Dorsey, Hatsu, like the ones that we truly care about. Maybe not make Rack a fucking joke. Let this nigga do shit. Rack is a combatant. My problem with Rack is a good character, but Rack is a can I speak? I'm getting angry. Proclaimed hunter. He hunts. His Shinshu resistance was good because he's been in different areas of Shinshu. He likes to fight. He wants to kill turtles, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And he don't fight. He don't win nothing. He always in his chibi form being a fucking dickhead. Like, make these characters goddamn matter. And if they're and they can't be so much weaker than Bam, because then again, they can't do anything. The only reason why a character like Aguero and a ship will always have importance is because they're big brain. They can scheme and plan, and thing is a lighthouse, and he likes to give orders, right? So, but Aguero's not strong, but then again, you gave Aguero that little fucking firefish so he can power up his teammates. And I always give him credit that I like when he powered up an enemy and depowered them to make them feel the difference in laps of power that they had. That was dope back in the cage. Yeah. I feel TRD has lost its field. SIU Season 1 and 2 was crafting a more complex story with twists, turns, and very unexpected developments. Sense of perennial danger. Tower God has no danger, no tension, no suspense. And we'll talk about that on Thursday. It's getting us readers to ask numerous questions based on the many things SC used to convey. It's now all jumping into one plot line, the CBL plot line. Yep. Honestly, it's crazy how much Levanino made Bam's fight so pointless because he pretty much showed that Bam will always win. So any tension in fight, that's honestly the sense that I get, where it's like this is I know this is a wild to say, but I don't. If Bam had to beat literally any single person that is currently on this floor, I think he could win. That includes Evankel, that includes Macheni. I think he would win. It's not to say that he should win and that he's more powerful than him, but throughout the fight, he would get some powers, combine some shit, ignite some shit, someone would give him some shit, and he'd win. I don't think he would lose to anybody. That's how high I am on Bam from that aspect. The beginning of last season was actually good. SC fell off in the latter half. I agree with that. It wasn't bad from the jump. It wasn't bad from the jump. It was yeah. So we had 3 rankers barely stopping the train. While a high ranker, the effort, Water Jelly blocked the entrance. Don't you forget about Water Jelly. The number 2 ranker after Mule Love. Actually 3. We'll call Liroro Raw. Hero. Bam hopped in, all hell went loose. Rackers never left the bench. Facts. I wouldn't have a war until Floor 100, where Bam first meets Ariane and takes the hits test. Until then, remain with the regulars and take test along. If you want fights with Jihad, have the Assassination Force (RED). So have a regular version of that with Bam's face off plus FUG being restricted or extra test on Bam like they did with Karaka. A lot of things we could have played with. I totally agree with that. And just to add a thing on Karaka, making him a higher ranker was a very weird decision. He was a ranker, and then when the time skip, he was a higher ranker. Why? All he did was lose. Did he get put up because he survived against Yuri in a rank? Is that why? Like, I don't think he earned that higher ranker position, and him just being a ranker and being in the position that he's in would be okay with me, because he would be like, he's like the baby in FUG outside of the Slayer candidate, and he's supposed to be the youngest one there. So Karaka being the weakest and stuff has never bothered me. But now that he's a higher ranker, and when you talk about he's the rising evil star of Fug, and he used to manipulate tests and make certain people pass and not pass, and then you see him, Paul, that's cheating. I'm like, who is this? This is not my Karaka, fam. SAU's playing. I'll never forget when Rack was fighting Indiana, then he went into his full form and got off screen. That was disrespectful. That's true. Is Rack the most disrespected character? I would say no, because he has a lot of good moments in Burrow's speech. Like, he speaks a lot of sense into Aguero and Bam, but it's just like, I want you to imagine that I'm in a series and I'm always like, I'm gonna cross up all these turtles. I'm a basketball player. I'm gonna cross these turtles up. They can't see me. And it's like, I give good talks to my teammates. Yeah, man, he can do it. Don't be so dumb. But I never hoop. But all I talk about is hooping. That's how Rack comes across to me. He's a bozo because he's always talking about hunting turtles and all you do is be a clown. He's funny though. But yeah, Rack has great moments, speech specifically, but he is the biggest contributor to ruining any sense of desperation that the series can have. So I don't know if I could even call him a good character or not. So I don't even think he's a bad character, but it's just he's not being utilized how he was intended to be utilized or how he should be utilized. Yeah, switching of ranks with Karaka and Han Sung Yu were weird. Totally weird. For no reason. Nah, Caliban traumatized that man in the last station to make him a it's just so unfortunate, man. Because I never thought we'd be here. I don't know what I thought about the future of the series and where it would have gone and where it could have gone, but I never thought we would be in this position today. I never did. I'm very shocked that I feel this way about Tower God today. Oh, okay, so Rack being a full basketball fit jersey and headband and never gets to shoot. No. Think about Rack's first introduction, right? Menacing big crocodile dude with a lance, spear if you want, and then think about how he speaks and talks and how he compares himself to other people. Oh, blue turtle, weak turtle, black turtle, I'm a hunter, I do this, I do that, I want to fight, he's an ape. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had that personality, but he never gets to utilize it. And to me, this is mostly because he's not getting a chance to shine. I think Kishimoto had a similar issue that SLU is kind of having. Kishimoto is mid. Like, I don't think he does a lot of things that great, in all honesty. We could talk about it another day. But there came a point in Naruto where Naruto and Sasuke became such important focal points, moving on their individual journeys to merge back, obviously, full circle, because they were like the reincarnation of ninja Jesuses, of six paths, like sons and shit, Indra, whatever the fuck. I don't know. I don't care. Right? But as a result of that, a lot of characters that we liked and enjoyed and wanted to see stuff, they really fell to the wayside. Luckily, a couple of characters got a moment here and there, I guess. Might Guy, 8 Gates, I guess Kagashi versus Obito, whatever the case. Gaara, maybe. But they stopped being important, and it's hard. It's hard to care about these characters who are also combatants when the main character is so much more than them. It's like watching Gohan fight Cell. It's like, what is your favorite character doing? Getting his ass worked by a Cell Jr. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't feel good. It's just not a good, like, in all of my, and I'll say this personally, because this is true. A lot of my favorite characters have become unimportant, and a lot of my favorite characters are very early characters. My favorite characters being obviously Mule Love, Anak, Elaine, Misheni Yuri, Lore, Hatsu, Liroro, like characters like that. They don't fucking matter at all, and it hurts. And I know that. It's to the point that seeing Mew, the reason why I popped so big when I saw Mew Love, because even now I'm like, well, I might see him in like the final war or something, but I'll never see him again. Like, Mew Love is here? But I was like, true. Gus, FUG, hold on. I was like, okay. But like, I'm just taking that. He's probably not gonna do anything important in all honesty, you know? So, it is what it is. Read the comments, sorry. Oh, wait, I wanted to open this. There we go. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm about to hit a 30-second ad. Trying to cop. Wait, hold on. Shit. Bam versus Lopo. Be ahead. Who wins? This is very funny to me, Lizard, because obviously the Lopo will be ahead. But would I be shocked if Bam did something? I don't even say win, just something. Like, I'm gonna use my anima on you, and Bam's like, no, and he's like, how could he control my anima? I don't know. Like, I could totally see that. Real talk, I could. So, you can copy those techniques. Remember when we thought Rack would be trained by Ivankov, but instead that he went to find a way to revive Quinn and nothing, and couldn't, and Aguero was still like keeping up with him. Oh shit, don't remind me. On Bam could control his anima better than his. Yep, facts. Rand is not here, so my fake character's getting no shine. I definitely don't feel it will continue to fall off. The groundwork SCU is laid throughout the earlier parts of Terry ideas. I feel it should be impossible unless he changes or forgets those things, but just sounds crazy to think about. Naya streaming and uploading content to YouTube. Yeah, I'm just going hard, man. Going hard. Bam definitely gonna hurt Lobo be ahead at least. Remember, he's gradually wrecked for no reason. Do you guys realize how stupid that moment is in hindsight? Like, have you ever thought, like, am I the only one who constantly thinks how fucking dumb that moment was that he scratched him? That made no sense, bro. That made no sense. That was so stupid. Ugh. Can Bam copy another irregular's move? I don't see why not. If he can understand it, I don't see why not. Really, maybe it might be harder though. I guess I could ask you guys this question because this is a sentiment that I hear a lot. I think you might have brought it up first, Miles, and maybe start the steroids, but I do think we need a frame of reference point to see how the other irregulars progressed in conjunction to Bam, so we can gauge Bam's growth rate. I hear a lot of people say that Urek came into the tower as strong as he did, or like these guys were way stronger than Bam as they were climbing, and I'm like, what the fuck? How the fuck do you know that? Who told you that? Who said that? Where'd you get that from? I don't believe Urek came into the tower as strong as he currently is. No fucking way. I don't think that for a second. Not even a little bit. I don't know how much these guys progress. I definitely comes across to me by the time of the hidden floor, maybe Jihad and Quinn and Dwan were better trained than Bam. Because when Bam went to his true self mode, he had enough power to contend with Jihad. And he did get a little bit of training with his sorry. I feel a sneeze, but it's not coming. With his Shinsu quality, Shinsu property conversion, if you will. But the power was already in him. You see what I'm saying? It was him kind of accepting it, and then he was a power up to use Stardust, 25th Night, Bam attacks, all that. So you can make that argument fair. You can kind of use the error of the Urek to scale to. Don't know how strong that really is. Does that even matter? I don't know. So I had a point. I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, guys. I'm tired. My head hurts. Oh yes, the reference point. Yeah, so I don't know how strong the other irregulars were when they were climbing the tower. I don't know if Bam is on par, stronger, or weaker with them on average. That remains to be seen. So didn't he copy Urek's move? What does it use it because it's embarrassing? Or am I confusing Urek with someone else? I don't remember him using any of Urek's moves. I don't remember. If he did, it's not ringing a bell. I haven't done my yearly reread for it yet. I'll do it at the end of the year. Honestly, give us a flashback arc with the 10 great family. He had to climb the tower without go so crazy. Do you think SLU's accelerated Bam's climb too fast? Because a faster climb, it wouldn't have necessarily mean a stronger irregular at the end. I agree with that. I think every irregular has something that makes them special or unique as an irregular. Besides them being Neo in the Matrix, the rules don't apply to me. I think they all have something that makes them legitimately like different. I think Bam's his ability to copy, eat, devour. Maybe with Jihad, it's all the I don't know weapons he has. I don't know. And Ryu, maybe it's because he can kill an administrator for whatever reason. Why can he do that? Why does he have the authority to kill an administrator? Maybe that's what it is. Rek has the record of climbing the fastest, and he can throw Shinsu at the speed of light, the Ray Barracuda. I don't know. Maybe everyone's got a different thing, you know? At a point. I don't know. Forget it. Oh yes, I think he's trying to make Bam as strong as possible, as fast as possible. I just don't know what the real reasoning is. I can't describe what the reasoning behind that is. Like why would he rush that progression to that degree? I guess is my question. So can we agree Jihad would shit stomp when we wait? Jihad would now shit stomp when we first clear the 434. So which version does Bam have to surpass when he reaches 134? The things we didn't know. That's a good point. Like has Jihad gotten any stronger since becoming a king or being inactive? Like how we don't know. Yeah, there's so many questions to ask. Do you guys believe that if we got a Bam perspective, a Wagner perspective, and got to see like that little mini Yuri arc or something with what is Yuri doing with the Ha family and with the king and everything, like what's going on? Do you think that could add a lot of intrigue? Do you guys think a multiple perspective thing is actually the problem? And you know what's crazy? I did a video called "Is Bam hurting Power of God" and stuff, and man, niggas were angry at me. But look at me. Was I wrong? Come on now. Was I wrong? No kizzy, man. As Nara says, I'm phone him. Tower God needs to be multiple point of views. I think having a wider perspective on the series would help, but not fully solve the problem. I think that's where I'm at. It would greatly help and enhance, or even mask a little bit of some mid. I don't think it fixes the problem. I don't know, man. But I will say, I think what I'm truly holding out for is Rachel's reintroduction. I think when I see Rachel, I will know exactly how I feel after the fact. Yes, no, I'm out, I'm in. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Wagner's a good pro tag. Like I want the Wagner and the Karaka story to progress. You guys know Karaka is my dude, so I want to see him progress too, man. I am a Karaka merchant. Love that, man. He just came in with so much rawness and intrigue and what happened to my Slayer? That's how you did make all those Slayers look pathetic in like a relative short period of time, which is kind of crazy. You think about it. Well, you know, it is what it is. They get defeat with Jihad or some shit with Bam. That's funny. Karaka, best Oni-chan now? Yeah, him and Bam are butt buddies. It is what it is. I can't fight it. I ain't gonna try. Can't fight it, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. Karaka, best girl? I'm not even in the mood for that joke. I don't even care if he's girl, boy, non-binary, transgender horse, man. Who cares, man? How many family heads would think Jihad could take out at once? I'll say 3 max. Maybe, depending on who it is. I would say 3 max. But if it was like Urek or Agriu, if they're not family heads, nah. I don't know, though. I don't know. I don't even like think. I want to like. I would love to like theorize and think about that, but it's like, anytime I think about fighting in Tower of God, I always turn. I'm like, why does it? Doesn't matter. Turn it off. None of this matters. Bam, go 25th Kirby everything, man. You get it. Rachel is the GOAT. We'll save us. SCU is going on this purpose to make Rachel Rejects all the more great. The true hero. The narrative hero copium. I would love a Rachel POV. Just to follow what Rachel is doing with Apple and Michael or whoever she's with. And she's with our Arc Aptor's daughter. You see the earring? We'll love all of that. How did the Tower of God discussions went from lore and world to power scaling fights? Because the fights are not even hitting, bro. They're just mid. So it's just like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I'm so frustrated. I don't know if you guys can tell. Like, it just hurts. And honestly, the only reason I'm okay, I probably wouldn't be okay. Like, because obviously this is the thing. This is the thing that people care about on my channel the most by far. It's not even close, right? But I have Kubera, and I love Kubera. And Kubera has there's when it comes to season threes of a webtoon, there's levels to this. And Kurigam said, "I'm on a new level." Like she doing her thing. Slave Eater, I don't know. By the way, I heard he's hurt again. So and I haven't dived into this. I've been hearing rumors that he might take another break for like around Christmas. So I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say. So many great great storylines that can be expanded with multiple point of views. Plus, it would be dope to see like the Princess War not gonna happen, but imagine it with multiple POVs from princesses like Yuri or Mashani. I love that. Would you miss a lot? I stream for like an hour, so a lot. But we're just talking about the currents to the Tower of God. If you wanna chime in, give your thoughts on how you feel about Tower of God right now and how you feel about it moving forward, and can it be saved? Are you in a good place, bad place, somewhere in the middle? Let me know. Why did none of Jahad's forces ever try to steal the Thorn Force base off his lore and power? Hasn't that ever baffled anybody why no one recognizes anybody when I could understand maybe a lot of these characters their ranking is high because of power only. But power, recognition, and influence seem significant to me. If you are somebody in Jahad Empire or something, or Urek Mazino, if I run into Urek, I should know who that name. No one knows who anyone is, what anyone does. Like I don't know, man. There's so many things in this story that just baffle me. So, Kubera gang, of course, man, of course. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so happy I found Kubera through you. I'm so happy I found Kubera in general. I had lost a lot of my taste for like listen, I'm a critical thinker. The things that I excel at, the most from like an academic standpoint have always been the deconstruction and breaking down of like a text, a passage, a story, a narrative, whatever, what have you. But for a long time, I took it too seriously and I calmed down where I'm like, and I still tell people to this day, it's always good to have your analytical hat on. Put it on. Don't be a dumbass and sheep. Don't just accept everything that you see and read or whatever in a story. But there's a time and place for it. You can turn it off, and it's okay to just be like, hey, this series is not great, but I'm having fun. You can be like, hey man, Soul Leveling's not deep, but the MC raw, artwork good, fights go crazy. It's not that deep to me. That's totally okay with that. I had lost my flair for like really analyzing a lot of things. A lot of things that I was covering, I don't think warranted that level of depth all the time. Kubera was actually able to it brought that back out of me. Like I love to read Kubera and just ponder it. Like think about it. Like what does this mean? How will this come full circle? Kurigama is such a talented writer. She just made me so happy about the fact that like I care about writing again. Like I'm talking about writing and writing much more often because that's what I did. That's what I'm good at, right? So yeah, man. Kubera saved my life. On God it did. It saved my channel. Facts. You need Kungan. That's all I'm gonna say. Another break. I think Essa will wrap this sooner than we think, which is why Bam's clan feels fast. I'm with you on that. I think within 6 years we'll be done. We'll be done this story. I'm no kizzy. Me and my friend had some interesting discussion about Kubera now that he's clearly caught up. Yeah, that's what I can't wait to give you guys. I can't wait to give you guys the discussions that I'm having like now and stuff with Tower of God. I want to be able to do that with Kubera for you guys. Like, I'm so excited. I already have like a layout I want to use and stuff too. I already have discussion topics I want to have. Speaking about the various like clans, if you will, like the different various factions. You got the humans, ancient humans, Suras, gods, primeval gods. Like I have so much I want to do, man. Back in 2015, when Toyoji and Kubera both agreed, I'm never going to experience that again, am I? Nah, bro, you're not going to get that again. You're going to get one or the other, or just one, Kubera. So that's just unfortunate. She was effing stupid. Karaka didn't know who Urek was. Right? How did Karaka not know who Urek was? That made no sense to me. And his tattoo and if I remember correctly, the sweater that he had on had the Swole Hike sung on. I think he recognized the symbol. Every high ranker should be well known. Only 1,000 of them. Same for a ranker, to be honest. They should be celebrities. The pockets like internet. Are pics not posted to? I don't know, man. Emily, I'm so tired. Like, I'm just tired, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Why Tower God so huge on paper, but in actuality, you never see that space utilized. Like shouldn't have made the tower that big. On God, SE trying to complete the series before he gets half fucking too bad. He's trying to speed run Tower of God. He's trying to speed run Metroid Dread, man. Trying to speed run that shit. I'm sorry, put this on. I'm getting kind of chilly. Trying to speed run that shit. So, I don't know, man. It is what it is. I don't know what would happen. I think I might like implode and like and just rip if this happened to like One Piece too. That'd be hella. Tower of God really Korean Hunter. That's how you went to Tagashi. Oh God. Respect Tagashi, what the fuck? On my stream? Tagashi respect? Never. Never in your life. I hate him. I hate him. I will never let him prosper. Not one time. I was actually thinking of doing a stream. Hunter versus Tower of God. I might still do it though. I'm definitely doing a Slave and Eater versus Kurigam stream. I don't care how toxic that shit is. I'm doing it. Who fucking gonna stop me? I'm doing it. You're a huge Hunter fan though? I'm happy for you. That's nice. He's not getting respect from me. Alright? That bozo, that Dragon Quest playing clown. I take up an entire page to say something very simple and not draw shit ass nigga. I hate that guy. Can't even draw. How salty Bands fan gonna be if SLU put Togashi and stops writing? If bad fans, you know what? No, I'm a CBL. I can't say that. That nigga Togashi deserves no respect from me right now. Fact. I'm a huge fan of the anime anyway. Oh, the anime they all different. One Piece don't be showing shit anymore. Yeah, but like I'm not as low on One Piece as I am on Tower of God. But Miles, my expectations for One Piece are generally a lot lower. I'm not gonna lie and act like One Piece has had a noticeable decline in quality to me overall. And you're right, he don't show a goddamn thing. He just wants the anime to do everything. I actually was watching some of the anime with my friend today. I got through a couple episodes. I'm in the I got to the flashback with Odin. I think I'm on the episode. No. I'm on the episode where Odin clashed with Whitebeard. SLU versus Kurigam. Don't make you put on the Kurigam. I'm gonna wear all Tower of God gear. I'll be all Tower of God attire, and I'm just gonna praise Kurigam. But yeah, I'm gonna do that though. The TOD friends have numbers, but we have family. Let's go. Ooh, let's go. I started Resident Evil 4, clunky controls at first, but it's shaping up to be a really fun game. I'm loving it. I like Resident Evil 4. Shout out to Leon and his Sanji kicks, man. You're gonna have fun with the Las Plagas, what they're called again. I like Resident Evil 4. I had fun. I had a good time. I had a good time at Metroid. We talk about something Metroid, man. Actually, hold on. Bab Fanny's funny as fuck. Never seen a group of people dick around a character so badly. I think the only comparison Siamese is Aaron. I have seen some for Aaron. I couldn't believe it. I seen some dick sucking like I've never seen for Aaron. So, but you're right. And the thing about BAM fans is they're shameless. That's my problem. They have no shame. They'll say something like, "Oh, this will never happen," and it happens the next chapter, and like, "Bam, go." I thought you just like they have no fucking shame. It's shameless. I can't stand them. Legit, if Bam doesn't do anything but dominate everyone, and get every power up, they start complaining. It's actually funny to me because I think Bam and Luffy have the opposite issue. If Bam is not completely dominating, the fan base is bad. Anytime Luffy does something like big on a power scaling scale, he's not ready. It's too quick. So it's kind of funny. I can actually run in the 60 FPS consistently, unlike the Resident Evil 2 remake. Oh, nice. I played Resident Evil remake was good though. Right now, comparing Kurgan SCU is like comparing someone like Sanderson with Oda. SIU and Oda just can't compete. You're right. And I want to bully SIU, so I'm gonna do it. Who gonna stop me? I'm gonna bully that nigga. I'm a grind him into dust in that stream. I say he do nothing. He don't write on his best writing day. He can't even hold anything to Kurigam's writing ability on her worst day. All right. She could do the opposite of Limit Break. She could like Limit Break is going past your limit. She can like go below her limits and still writing better than SIU, man. So yeah. Bam fans annoy me. No brain cells. Yeah, man. I was reading a comment section in after one of the chapters, and I just couldn't believe what they were saying about that nigga. I want Bam to do something different than, oh my god, he's our savior, but if that's what the character is, he's meant to be a guest, very much I could do about it. I feel that. There's another brainless fans, we SIU slander, other are definitely insane too. But yeah, so I played Metroid Dread today. I'm trading topics. It was fun. I'm going to talk about it with Glam tomorrow, but I just want to say that I don't know how many of you guys are Metroid people. I can't call myself a Metroid person. I played my first Metroid was the Other M. I'm not going to hold you. That's disgusting. Then I played the Prime trilogy, and then I played them in order from the first one to the latest one. But I didn't play the original NES Metroid. I played Zero Mission. I like them. I'm a Metroidvania guy though. I love Metroidvania-esque. I've played every Castlevania for the most part, not the 3D one. So I'm a Castlevania Metroid fan. But this is like, I'll say about Dread for me, it's the smoothest Samus ever felt, and she felt really good in Super Metroid. I was very, very shocked with how fluid and nice she felt the control. But yeah, I beat it it took me about 6 hours and 40 something minutes to beat it. I had a great time. I finished it today. It was good. So shout out to my Metroid Dread, man. So let me see. Kurigam creates limits. Tower God fans are tearing into the story harder than the actual haters. Yeah. But Tower God haters never really made much sense to me. They just they just said a bunch of nonsense, you know? They didn't even read the story like that. But it's because I find that the way that fandoms use the word fan, which is short for fanatic, incorrectly. Like, they would say, I'm not a real Tower God fan for not finishing the anime. Or, like, I'm not a real Tower God fan because I criticized it so hard. Where I don't care. If you consider yourself a fan of the series, you're a fan of the series. Is there different levels of fandom? Of course. There's people who are passing enthusiasts, who don't care, casual, crackheads. There's different levels of fandom. Sorry. I need more of white trucks open back. Yeah. What was I going to say? Different levels of fandom. But I'm not a bad fan because I'm part of the series. In my opinion, that doesn't make me a bad fan. I expect a lot from SIU and Tower God. I remember all the emotions and moments and, days where I was down and I was able to escape through this medium. I look forward to Sundays. Back then it was at midnight. Now it's like 9, but I used to look forward to that shit. Like, it was like a highlight of my week. It's like, I get my One Piece on Friday, I get my Tower God on Sunday, and I was eating good. So, yeah. Never played Metroid. I've been playing Fallout as well. The storyline was mid, but the gameplay. Well, I never played any Fallout, so I can't speak on Fallout. But if Simi was here, he might be able to speak on it. I don't know if he played it like that, or I think on Far Cry. No, I played a Fallout. Far Cry I'm thinking of. I'm sorry. Anime wasn't good. You didn't miss out. The way they ruined TOG and Garden High School was awful. I don't think any webtoon anime adaptation I've seen dating back to the first try for the OVA of Noblesse was good. The Oblast remake wasn't good. I didn't like God of High School. I didn't like Tower of God, and I stopped checking out the rest of them. People who think being a fan means you can and shouldn't have critiques are strange. It's a fact. Korean guy want to make Black Clover look good. Facts. I mean, I hate them. Couldn't bam stands on Twitter. Get out. Anime was mid. I ain't trying to see that. Yeah, like I don't know. I couldn't get past that like fifth episodes with Tower God anime. I was good off that. Tower God anime pissed me off. So I'm still, when I was still I wasn't even a fan of God of High School. I'm not a fan of it. But when I watch the anime, I'm like, man, wow, I would be hurt. This would hurt me. I would be wounded by this. It's crazy. Tomorrow I'm gonna premiere the second part of the long ass stream I did it with Milios, Vince, Siamese, East, Simi. I forgot anybody? I'm sorry, I forgot somebody. It's the white portion, and then on Thursday we're gonna talk about Tower of Problems. And Friday will be the Marineford stream. I'll do it on Twitch, fuck it, and on this premiered on YouTube later. So yeah, Anime Bam was such a little bitch. When he like got bloodlusted crazy and time stopped and he was going to hit how are you, and I'm just like, all right, man, I had enough of this. I can't do it anymore. They made me not enjoy my favorite arc of Tower of God. A lot of people don't. Actually, maybe you guys know this because some of you guys have been here for a while. So sometimes when people are like, yeah, my favorite arc is this and that, a lot of people don't know that my favorite arc in Tower of God is Han Sung Yu's examination. The Test of Doors. That's my favorite part of Tower of God. It's not a joke when I say that. I say every series has what I call the hook moment. You may have been there, you may have been invested, but there's always a moment where it just literally like grabs you like a fish hook. You're like, oh yeah, I'm here. Or like it's like a roller coaster. You're strapped in for the whole ride. To me, that was that moment because that at the time encapsulated what Tower of God would have been moving forward. Because imagine if Bam takes that test today. Who fucking cares how strong he is? He has to open the door in 5 minutes or he fails. Yes or no? So it's like, okay, this won't just be about combat. There was clues and things here. Guerrero's overthinking it. Young Sleep woke up and just picked the door, Rack just kicked the door. Like that was so, I loved it. The fluorescent pink bag nigga trying to that was dope. We never going back to that, man. And the anime made me hate that fucking scene. I'm like, turn it off. So, yeah. That's just me, though. That's just me. I don't know how many of you guys are in my Discord. But I'm gonna start doing some watch parties in Discord. I want to at least start with doing 2 a month. And I want to start with some Danhua, which is Chinese animation. So as you see my son in the right there, is it on the right? Hey. Xiao Hei. I want to start with The Legend of Luo Xiao Hei into the Legend of Hei movie into the second season, and then I want to move on to some other shit. Like some of you people know about Scissor 7 because it's on Netflix, like Scissor 7 and White Snake and Neja and all other movies. I want to put some of y'all on, and some of you guys know I'm a big comic book guy, a big DC guy, and stuff like that. So I want to put Simi in some of these movies, but it gives me a good opportunity to watch it with you guys. So just stay tuned for that and join the Discord if you're trying to watch. If you're not, you're good. Exactly why I want more tests. It's not all about power. Thank you, Miles. Exactly. This proves my point. We need those tests back. The thing that hooked me in the test of Dora was Shibisu. He was a person who showed strength. And smart. Yeah, he was like a very smart dude. You're right, because he's the only person that legitimately passed the test, literally knowing exactly what to do. And that's when I remember at the time I didn't think Ship was anything special. I'm like, he's just some fucking guy in a tracksuit. And I'm like, oh, he's smart. I like him. So yeah. Man, it's so nice having these hold on, let me do a command. Niggas. That's not a real command, I'm kidding. It's not real. It's not real. But yeah. You guys have any final words and comments do you think we need to touch on for Tower God? Any last things to say? I'll ask you this. Wishful thinking. You get to whatever you get like one wish for the series moving forward. What's that wish? I don't care how crazy it is. And also, I'm thinking about doing a Tower God hot takes community post and talking about that. But yeah, like one wish for the series, for a character, for a moment, for something to happen. What would one wish you would want moving forward in Tower God? Naya, now our Superman is gay? No, he's not. Kal-El's not bisexual. His son is. That got nothing to do with me. John's a burger. Fuck that nigga. I don't give a fuck about him. I don't care about anybody who adopts the mantle of Superman. If you're not Clark Kent, last son of Krypton, Kal-El, I don't give a damn. So, my Superman, piping Lois. You feel me? You dig? Atlanta Lang. Yeah. That's my Superman. Bam power is Seal. Rachel needs to come back. Man, this pacing gotta slow it down. At SU, keep introducing characters. It's gonna be Garbo. TOG speedrun 80%. We get a permanent, consistent Wagner point of view. Wishful thinking. Bam waits on the phone to unlock his power again. I have an unserious answer to this answer. The unserious answer is Mio Love takes over the series, becomes the main character, eats chicken, and he's fucking dope. For me, the wishful thinking is that White packs him bad. Like, packs him like you are not ready for this stage. And he actually is forced to retreat from the war. I would like that. Or at least momentarily. If you gotta do some Emporio, Ivankov, inject some hormones into Luffy to get him, but that's what I would want. For SLU to actually use his brain for the series, yeah. What did SLU say would cause him Roblox? It's not gonna happen, dog. But anyways, I always appreciate you come to talk with you guys. You got to hear me rant and vent, cause I'm just disappointed, man. I'm just very disappointed. I just didn't think I'd be here with this series, you know. It's just a damn shame. Naya has the slightest hope of White not being packed. That's what I want. I don't expect it to happen, though. I don't expect it to happen, though. I really don't. I have this... Okay, last thing I'll say. Did White's agency in the story becoming so menacing and threatening, was that jarring to anybody? Because I know for a lot of us, we're kind of like, finally, he stopped playing buddy tickle butt with these niggas. You don't like them. Eat some souls. You're evil, right? But it came out of nowhere. And he like commanded spotlight and took big agency. I think that was intentional. To give him like a proper going out. He's wrecking goblins. He's murking people in his own. He's doing whatever. He took off Calivan's arm, if you will, blah, blah, blah. Because I don't think Slave in Utero wants White in the narrative anymore. I think he wants him gone. For whatever reason, he doesn't want him in the story anymore. That's the impression and feeling that I'm getting from this confrontation. How can I get rid of him? So yeah, fun stream. You know, more power stream too, for sure. I wanted to do one the day after, but Vince was busy. But yeah, so. No, but seriously, wishful thinking. I hope someone can take over the art so you can focus on the writing. Please, God, his health is good. God is going to get better. I feel like this is the only solution for the best benefits. If White dies, I hope Jihad wipes the FUG. And then, do you ever wonder how FUG would feel? Like nigga, that's a Slayer. He was strong as shit, boy. Fuck wrong with you? I don't know. Oh. But anywho, you guys. Wait, hold on. Honestly, another reason why I lost interest with the White trying to kill Bam was because he just building himself up to have Bam wash his ass, especially with the way he wants to draw out somebody's full power because he didn't even eat Calivan's soul. So I think that is the very thing that's gonna bite him in the ass. Legion Neo tutor in his peak. Look at that. Is it tutoring? Okay. All right, I'll give it a gander. It is as I commented, SCU can't have White take more screen time in an Arya arc, so he will probably combine Bam and White. That's so tragic. my dream's about to come true, isn't it? He gonna like eat white and white gonna be Kurama. He's gonna be like, yeah, I'm a if you not careful, I'll devour you from the inside. Irregular Slayer candidate, His Majesty. Oh God. White too evil. SUST trying to take out white because he can't find a way to make Bama alive. Fat facts. So at least Yama has no hostility towards Bam, and you know what I'm saying. So that makes sense. The Karaka one, I don't know. Anywho, you guys take care. I don't know how many of y'all saw the other one, so I'm gonna use the other one. Hey, whoops, I lied. Other one.
You tell me what you doing to me. 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 You know that my love don't come for free. And you scared